Hello, my gorgeous air signs, and welcome to your weekly energy check-in reading. We are just going to jump right in and get started. I did pull a rune. I'm going to be pulling a rune for every sign this week. And strangely enough, you got the same rune as Earth signs yesterday. So this is the woman is the name of the rune. And it says the woman is a feminine rune associated with brownish tones. Some of its meanings could be traditional female roles, traditional female characters, healing, a person who practices healing professionally, the home, creativity and passion, nurturing, caring for someone, motherhood, and subtleness and softness. So I do kind of feel like this energy down here is a little harsher. And I noticed that with yesterday's reading as well. And I'm not surprised to see the feminine energy coming into sort of balance, kind of what's going on. So we're going to jump into your cards. We did have a couple of jumpers. We had 3 for your pre-shuffle. We have the Chariot, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. So I don't know if it's someone standing in your way this week or something standing in your way. It could be a toxic habit, could be a mindset that's just not healthy, or it could be an actual person who's trying to stand in the way of you becoming who you want to become. We do have this King of Pentacles here, so this very stable, and I feel like this type of person can nurture people, but by giving them what they need, by being able to put a roof over their head or have money to put food in their bellies. Like, this is that type of nurturing energy. So it's almost kind of counterpart-ish to this feminine energy here. I feel like whatever the case may be, whatever is trying to kind of slow you down this week, whether it's a person or something within you, I do feel like it's not going to stop you from stepping into your King of Pentacles energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. We do always need that balance. So it does look favorable, the fact that there is that balance. Okay, what's flying? All right, moving to greener pastures here with the 6 of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like this could be a new potential partner. Perhaps it's an old partner that is kind of standing in the way. Could be for some of you. Trying to slow you down or stop you from standing in your power. I do hear logic, and that's the second time I've heard it. So I do feel like I'm seeing that King of Pentacles in my mind. So it's like, I don't know if they want to throw off your logic or your intuition, just to kind of cause problems. I do get the sense that you might have someone in your energy who is quite sour, maybe sour about you moving on and finding romantic happiness as well. I feel like you're willing to put the work in. You want to put the work in your romantic life. You want to put the work in your financial situation. I just feel like you want to move to a different move to a place where you can start releasing some of these mental swords or some of these things that you carry with you. I do feel like this is a past person's energy. Yeah, you want that new passionate beginning, that new start. It does look favorable for you this week to have that new start. If you're looking for that jumping off point, it could be this week. We have the Hanged Man. I feel like some of you might still be trying to plan. You know, that hangman voluntarily hangs himself there to find illumination. So you could be doing that, just keeping yourself on pause till you figure out where you want to jump in like the Fool. This is amazing energy. I really love this. Yeah, you know, we do have this 4 of Wands in reverse. This is normally that stable place to build upon with another partner. This could symbolize in reverse the breaking down of an old structure and going off in search of a new place to build, perhaps with someone else. So I don't know if there's someone in your energy who just doesn't want to let you go, and it takes a lot of strength for you to kind of deal with this person. I feel like I hear thorn in my side or thorn in my paw. So Yeah, I feel like you're trying really hard not to have to deal with this person, to try and hold back from this person. Maybe not get, I'm hearing not give them as much information about what you're up to in your life or where you're going, because you don't need to kind of report back to this person. It's like you don't owe them that anymore, is kind of what I'm getting. And I don't know if they're still trying to make it seem like you do. I don't know if there's children involved. There could be. This might be somebody that you have to deal with on a certain level. But I feel like you have a right to hold back the things that you don't feel like are necessary to share if they're not important to maybe between the two of you and the child as to how things are going to go. Yeah, I feel like we're done with sleepless nights. We're done worrying over this person and this situation. I feel like there's just this energy of wanting to move forward, wanting to expand in a new direction, wanting to get your life back on track and start celebrating and get back into your happiness. Yeah, I feel like you probably took some time out to heal with that hermit energy. I feel like, you know, you've seen the light, or you've seen the way, or you're showing yourself the way, or you feel like you're being guided in the right direction. Yeah, I feel like you just know that you're not going to re-up this with that old person again. We're not going to allow this to go another cycle, which I feel like is a really intelligent energetic here. I do feel like this is just the end of a cycle, and I feel like you had the choice. You could either go another round with this person and know that it was more than likely going to end up exactly the same as it already had, or you could move forward in a new direction, possibly towards a new partner, towards a new place to live, somewhere that's more conducive to your growth, your health and well-being. And I feel like your mental health may have been suffering in to some degree. It doesn't have to be a huge amount, although it could be, in this particular situation with this person. I don't know if I hear trying or very trying times. Yeah, you're looking to find a place where you can be emotionally fulfilled. I feel like you know that being emotionally fulfilled helps your mental fulfillment as well. You're looking towards a soulmate, someone that makes you happy, someone that's really sweet and kind and nurturing and loving, and that connection, I hear, can't be denied. So you might already know who this person is, or you have this person coming in. Yeah, I feel like you're not quite certain where it's all going to lead you, but you know that these cups are filled with something. And I feel like you're more excited now than nervous to step towards the unexpected, or to step in as that fool and take that leap of faith in the direction of your dreams, your hopes, what you want. Yeah, you might even find a commitment there with a soulmate. Whoa. Yeah, I hear that wheel is on the uptick. I feel like you're making a very wise, yeah, look at that. You could have communication, loving communication, happiness. Look at that. We've got heartbreak in reverse, coming into balance, gorgeous energy. There's that nurturing back and forth with that Queen of Cups. Okay. I feel like you've made the right choice. So if there was any question about whether or not you made the right choice about not wanting to go another cycle with a certain person, I feel like you did make the right choice. I feel like you know that it just wasn't a healthy situation mentally or emotionally. And I feel like I hear taxing. So I just feel like you moving in this new direction, and there could have been some time in between here, and maybe you were debating on whether or not you wanted to step back towards this person. I just feel like you know there's somewhere out there that you're supposed to be, or you have this almost inner compass that's kind of guiding you towards a new soulmate. And I feel like this one's going to be a bit softer. We've got that feminine, nurturing energy, a bit more nurturing. I hear just kinder. And I feel like maybe that's something that was lacking. Perhaps the last situation, I'm being drawn to that pentacle, was more along the lines of financial stability or financial gain. And it didn't have as much in the realm of emotional fulfillment, or even, I just think that the lack of emotional fulfillment leads to mental swords. I just feel like, you know, a lot of people discount how important it is to be emotionally fulfilled in a relationship. Otherwise, it just becomes taxing for the mind, because there's always something that feels like it's missing, and the mind takes notice of that, what the heart is lacking, right? So I kind of feel like you're on that way. You could have a new person coming in this week, new love. Really exciting. I feel like you're moving in a really great direction, and I feel like it's going to really take you places that you've probably wanted to be for a while, I feel like. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. I love that for you, air signs. Let's see. I'm going to take just a little more. Okay. We have an A that was kind of standing up there. We have a C, an N, an I, a W. That T stands out to me. I hear Taylor, Pete, and Paige as well. I hear Zoe. There was a different Z name, but it was there and gone. All right, we'll leave that like that for a moment. You can pause your screen, check for your initials, their initials, possibly a new person if you know who the soulmate is, their initials. All right. All right. We have a C, an 8, an E, an A, and an H. That could be, I heard H last name, could be for someone. All right. Let's see. What do we have for these gorgeous air signs? It looks like you have really good energy coming in this week for your forward movement. Somebody could be really connected with the sea, or find their rejuvenation. I'm hearing go to water. So now this doesn't have to be for everyone, but I do feel like this is for someone specific. If you find rejuvenation, I don't know if you're in a place where you can stick your toes in the sand, whether it's at a lake or a beach, you know, the ocean, just to kind of connect with that energy might be very healing for you and might renew your energy. So if you're close enough, that might be a really good thing. If you're not, no fears. You can do the same thing in your shower or your bathtub. Just utilize that water as that healing element to kind of wash away old energetics to welcome in the new. It's just really symbolizing that cleaning and clearing of, okay? So that might help someone out there if they're looking to just kind of release some things or some feelings from this past situation and trying to step into the new. That healing energy might be really beneficial. Yeah, we do have these holes in the heart here, and I feel like you're actually ending the cycles where you're kind of done dealing with people that you need to keep pouring into because they don't pour into themselves. Does that make sense? I feel like Spirit is just sort of saying, you're whole all on your own. And I hear again, you bring your own smile to the party. You're already full all on your own. And you don't need anyone to kind of pour into you because you're whole, right? It's nice if they do, and that's welcome if you're in that that kind of relationship where it's that reciprocity. It's I pour into you, you pour into me. But I feel like Spirit said you have to be done pouring into people who do not pour back. That reciprocity needs to be there. It's like, and I feel like Spirit's just saying, be mindful about who you welcome in. Not everybody is on your level. And I feel like that's something to be mindful of. It's not that you can't love them or be kind to them. It's just, I feel like welcoming a person who's not on your level into your life as a romantic partner will only end up pulling you down, because without that reciprocity, that healthy aspect of the relationship, it's going to turn sour very quickly. I feel like because your feelings get hurt when you're pouring into someone and they don't even have a care to pour back, right? It creates hard feelings, and it's just mismatched energy, right? It's just not the way to go. So I feel like Spirit is putting that energy out there for you to kind of transform that. So maybe you start drawing in more people who are whole all on their own. You'll still have people, they're going to be drawn to your light no matter what stage of your healing and your vibration that you're in, you're always going to attract people who are unhealed because you might have something for them. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but you have something for them. You have a certain amount of light to gift them, to help them. So it's like, do understand that, but be very picky, very choosing. Use your discernment when it comes to choosing a partner, because that's a really big thing, right? You're allowing someone really into the deepest, parts of your energetic person when you step into a relationship. You're opening your energy up to this person to kind of pour in. And if they're not pouring in as a whole soul and just like, missing parts of the heart, it's going to kind of show up in your energy as well. It's going to pull you down. So I feel like you have your own guiding compass. I feel like I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, only that Spirit is assisting you at this time. I feel like you're leading yourself in the right direction. So if there was any question about, because that's the second time I kind of feel that way. It's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I moving in the right direction? Am I moving away from somebody that I should be sticking close to? Or is it what I felt was right that I should be moving on? I feel like trust your intuition, trust the things that you feel. I feel like even if you can't really see it on the outside in the physicality, trust what you feel. I feel like your inner compass, your inner guidance is so tuned in, tapped in, turned up. Like I feel like, yeah, I feel like that might be another thing that's coming in for you. You might start trusting yourself even more so when it comes to the intuitive hits that you're getting. I feel like I'm talking to people who have a certain amount of light. I feel like you're on that spiritual path. You could be new on the path. You could be seasoned is what I hear. You could have been on this path for a long time and shining, but I feel like you're still learning, you're still growing, and that's part of the way it goes. So for those of you who are new and you think you get to a certain place and then you don't have to learn anything more, you don't have to grow, that's not true. We learn, we grow, and we expand the whole of our lives if we're lucky, right? I do feel like there's a web. Somebody could be making a move. Now, I don't know if it's a physical move, or you might be drawn to a certain place. It could even be on vacation or drawn to a certain place that you want to visit. It doesn't even have to be all that far from you. And I'm seeing a pin dot on a map. And I'm seeing that kind of divine energetic web. I don't know if you're being pulled to a place because you need to sort of let out your vibration there. So this is someone who's carrying a very high amount of light. I hear high quotient of light. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's trying to move you to that place. It could even be for a day, a few hours. You could be, what it could look like in the physical is something as silly as, I don't know, heading to a mall in another town, and your light, your energy is needed there because somebody's going to be there to pick it up, or a bunch of somebody's, right? It could be something so silly as that, but I do feel like you might be drawn to a place you haven't been, only because people there need the energy that you're carrying. Okay, just a mindful, silly thing. I guess Spirit just wants you to know that even when you think you're not doing something for divine, or you're not in divine communication, you truly, truly are. Okay. Whether you're young on the journey or not, you could still be carrying a high volume of light that needs to be shared. If your soul is willing, then Spirit utilizes you. That's the way it works. I do feel like I do hear way shower, and I'm kind of seeing this as a pumpkin lantern. So I don't know if you've been carrying a certain amount of light or a certain something since around about October, Halloween-ish time. I do feel like you might be seeing something come into fruition, maybe something that you started putting your energy into around about October. It could be panning out for you now. Excuse me. This could be with a partner. I do feel like there is a certain amount of releasing because I have the tarot burps right now. So it's like a certain amount of sour energy. You could have been doing something to release past heartaches and hurts. And I feel like you might be seeing the physical results of that maybe just lighter energy, more growth, more expansion, more options coming in. So that might be the way that you're seeing the fact that you've actually done the work. So if you're looking for outside clues as to whether or not you've done the work, look and see where you've been versus where you are now, how you feel, how you're shining, how you were shining then, how you're shining now. You're more than likely to see a big difference. Okay, that is what I have for you, air signs. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy for the week ahead. Keep shining, and I'll see you next time.